G'day Australia. This situation is getting really serious. I apologise at the outset of this video for the comments that I'm about to make, but believe me, I don't make comments lightly. Any comment that I'm about to make has been very clearly thought through. I don't make comments that insult anybody. Any comment that I make has been thought through in relation to that as well. But the reality is this, and I cannot shut up anymore. The fact is, we are under attack. In fact, I believe much of the world is under attack from numerous minority groups. I'm not pointing out anyone in particular, but we are under attack. I'm only concerned with my Australia because I love my country and I love my fellow Australians. I always have. I've been known for it for decades. And unless we do something to motivate the silent majority, and I hope that you will do what I'm going to suggest to you, Australia as we know it, in my opinion, I've made this prediction before, maybe we'll do, maybe this, maybe that. I'm now telling you, it's my firm view after 3 years, 7 days a week, sometimes 12 and 14 hours a day, monitoring what's happening around the world and here in Australia. If we do not motivate the silent majority of Australia to tell the politicians and others what we do want, what we don't want, what we will accept and what we won't accept, Australia is down the drain. Horrifying as that might sound, Australia is down the drain. The Australia that we know, within 6 months, maybe 12 months, millions of my fellow Australians will be saying, what on earth has happened to our beautiful Australia? I'm telling you now, the 1st of May 2017, remember this video. If we don't do anything about it, remember back to this video that I told you what was going to happen if we didn't. Now, my suggestion is, and as I said, I've spent 3 years. I haven't played a game of golf in 3 years. I haven't gone out to a nice dinner for 3 years. I've lost a lot of my friends because all I do is monitor what's happening around the world. Some of them are supporting me and others have just turned away and said, it's boring, it's frightening, don't want to know. We cannot do that any longer. We must face what's before us. I've looked around during that 3 years, I've looked around at what can I do, who can I join, who can I gather together, who can I join up with to give some force to what needs to be done. And I'm not disrespecting anybody, but I'm telling you now, politicians are not going to do it, no matter who they are. And you'll know who I'm talking about. Politicians are not going to do it. The media are not going to do it. There are a number of self-interest groups that are concerned with one particular thing, and I'm not going to name what they are, but self-interest groups. If you want to join one of them, fine, go for it. Good luck with that. But my concept is, as most people now know, I believe there are 4 problems facing our nation, and we need to address these 4 problems urgently. Urgently now, today. And it's going to cost you $6 to do what I'm asking, and you get a $20 bonus if you want it. The 4 things that I'm saying are, firstly, we've got to stop the Australian government from selling Australian people's assets. We have to stop it. Secondly, we have to get the gay community to reduce the aggression of marketing their lifestyle. I've got no problem with homosexuals, none whatsoever. I know a number of them and love them dearly. But the way they're marketing their lifestyle has got to stop. Things like the Safe School program and so on. Gender diversity for 8, 9 and 10-year-old kids. It's a disgrace. It has to stop. The third thing is our immigration policy. And no, in answer to your question, it's not just about Muslims. This is about the fact that we're $500 billion in debt. Can you imagine? $500 billion in debt. 10 years ago, we were debt-free. We owed nobody nothing. We had money in the bank, so to speak. 10 years later, and we're now $500 billion in debt. We're spending $1.5 billion of your money paying interest on the loans that we've got and the bonds that we've sold. That equates to $50 million every single day. This day, the 1st of May 2017, somewhere along the line, $50 million has been taken out of our economy and paid to someone, maybe Australians, maybe superannuation funds, most of it's offshore. And it's going to happen again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and so on. And here's another thing. Australia's unemployment rate. We're currently running at 5.8. I'm going to put up a thumbnail for you, but take a notice of the trend in our unemployment rate. I'll put that up for you now. Having seen that 5.8% unemployment, don't quote me on the figures, but that means somewhere between 500,000 and 1 million Australians are walking around the street, so to speak, looking for a job and they can't find one because we've still got 5.8% unemployment. Can someone explain to me the logic of bringing more people into this country, whether they're refugees, migrants, I don't care what they are. I don't believe we can afford to be bringing anybody into this country until we get our own house in order. That's my view, you make your choice. And the fourth thing is, which is close to my heart because I believe this is the secret to our success. Please believe in me and follow what I'm doing. It's going to cost you, as I said, a measly $6. So we've got one of two alternatives. One, we've all got the right to write a letter to either the Prime Minister of Australia or to the Governor-General of Australia, Sir Peter Cosgrove. It's got to be on a certain template. It's got to be written in a certain way. It's got to be posted to the Governor-General or the Prime Minister at Government House in Canberra. But we need 1 million people. Can you imagine if in a Government House in Canberra they get 1 million letters? It's going to take months, possibly years, before any outcome is known of what you want or what I want. My concept is, if you follow what I'm saying, we can make the Government of Australia and others aware of what the majority view is within days. Within days. There is no other way that I know of. And believe me, I've looked. If you can find a way, let me know what it is, because this is tearing me apart. But if you can find a way that we can do it better than what I'm suggesting, go for it, and I'll join you, and I'll be as loyal as you can get. I'm sorry if I seem as though I'm agitated about this, but I believe I am watching the destruction of the country that I love, and I'm watching the risk to the people that I love. You make your own mind up. My request is that you go to the website on the screen, click on the newsletter, which we're going to call it a gazette. We're not going to call it a newsletter anymore. Big deal. There's plenty of information there. You can read or you can watch videos. You can do whatever you like. There's all the information that you need is there. More information than you could possibly want, but it's all there in fairness to you. Go to the website, click on the newsletter, have a read, have a listen, have a watch, make a decision, and I hope you will consider joining your fellow Australians. There's already a lot of people already done it now, but we need more. Hope you'll consider joining your fellow Australians, and believe you me, if you support me, I will support you. All the best for the moment. Go Aussie.